Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Dani, share a Zoom link in if you enter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, good morning. Good afternoon, good evening.
Good morning, Hayden.
How are you?
All fine, and you? How is going?
Yeah, excellent, thanks.
Nice.
Let's tidy this up. Hey Bill, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good mate. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, you too. That's good. Okay, can see the screen. Yeah, perfect. All right, so kind of our turn of events over here with the 4-hour candle. It was looking quite strong to start off the day. Now we're starting to retest these lows. So on the daily time frame, what we're attacking is this area. Wait a second, let me just sort this out. Where was that coming from? Yeah, I just muted everyone. Okay. Where's the chat gone? All right. So hopefully I don't get any problems with the stream freezing, because now I've set up a second, like just something. I've got the laptop on the side. I just got to turn it on so the charts are open. But hopefully, I think it was the magic keys that was freezing the streams. Okay, so what we're actually looking at is this area in here. This is the last thing that we finally touched on Friday. This order block area. So what are we going to do? We're going to retest this wick area. We have to look at this lower time frame to see whether we're going to be able to go down or go up. So we'll have to see. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, one thing I think had neglected a little bit in the last little while was when we have these, when we're having these candles, like we can see that price set itself up all week for then creating this like channel, which was then going to be liquidity that it finally swept on Thursday. And then on Friday, it was more or less a rangy day, but the day was big enough that we could have got trades in either way, because from the high of the day to the low of the day was still nearly 200 pips. One thing I didn't look too closely in, which I probably should have because it was a missed opportunity, was this candle. This specific 4-hour candle. Now, this is a rejection wick. And inside of this wick, we've got the manipulation. What we can see it on the lower time frame. So it was something that I didn't really pick up on immediately because it closed a bearish candle. So if it closed bearish and then we had price starting to close underneath, then this potentially becomes a target for a wick fill. Now, what I was thinking was like I had the wrong idea of when price was pushing down into this little area. And I should have looked inside of this wick closer. Like if this was a bullish candle, if this one closed blue, then I would have definitely said, oh, you know, perfect liquidity grab. But because it closed red, it made me think immediately. It didn't go into my eyes as easy as it should have. But if I do break this candle down and look inside of this 4-hour candle, noting where we are in the charts, this dash line is the body of that daily order block. Now, go into the 5-minute time frame. What we get is this is a price action pattern I want you to pay more attention to. Is that when you have clean like we know when we get clean candles down, like what we have here, that once we do break up into this zone, we often can get clean candles up. And sometimes like that's the only trade I'm looking at. and I'm not looking bigger picture. Bigger picture was that we had a very impulsive move down, and then we had this accumulation, this slow accumulation of orders. You can see the size of the candles. Now, when price came back up to it, we could see tapped into this little area, finally created that support underneath this order block, came out of it in a hurry, did a little retest, pushed up, a little pause at this neckline again, and then we finally took off and up and out with these clean candles. Now, if we're going to look at this area, Dar on Friday was saying that this was his area of liquidity that I was looking at inside of here, but we should have as well I should have recognized this. I should have recognized this, that when we see these wicks, and this candle here, if I actually drew something across, like where these wicks are, and extended it to the right, what am I doing? Extend to the right. That this is in that lower half of that wick. Like if I go back to the 4-hour candle, regardless of the color of this candle, this wick should have been on top of my attention. So if I find the 50%, just extend that to the right, and now I'm looking inside this wick and I'm looking at this little detail. When I see clean candle down, then price either consolidate or drift like this, and then clean candles up. This 50% of this wick, especially around these candle bodies, this is going to be a sensitive level. So when we do get back to that level, this point here, which is at 4:30 on Friday, my time, I should have paid attention to that, because what actually happened on the Friday was I was in a trade long, and I was thinking that we were ready to go back up again, and these two 1 minute candles actually stopped me out and then took off to my target, and I had my zone up a little bit higher. I didn't like that. When I watched that happen, perfectly stopped me out, and then closed bullish, and then back again. Like I must have got stopped out by like maybe less than 2 pips. I was kind of dirty at it, but I shouldn't have been, because there was a good opportunity there. It was just missed. It was a missed opportunity like that. That should have been the ideal reaction point, to be honest. Or I should have had my stop loss a little bit lower. But that was, it was a perfect hit, absolutely perfect hit of this little zone. And then price just, left, how many pips was it? Like 100 pips on the table from top to, 75. I think it actually went up higher again. I think it was around 100 pips. Let me just go forward more. Yeah. 100 pips from the low to the high, 92. But let's just say we don't need to, like my entry, ideally if I was watching that, probably wouldn't have got the pinpoint entry. Maybe I would have got somewhere like up in here when it was actually reacting from the area to then start pushing up higher. But definitely would have taken profit before I got to the top of these candle bodies. So maybe the V I was looking at would have been something like this, and I would have partaked in the move from about here up to about here. That's perfect for a risk reward trade on a Friday. Was my entry the opening of the candle, or where exactly? Oh, where I actually got into the trade. I think I got into the trade it was underneath these dojis somewhere. I think I was underneath this one from memory. I think that was the candle I was targeting, because I gave it a shot up here earlier for New York, like late New York Open. I took around in here. I took a buy around here, and then took a little bit of profit once price got up to this bit, and then I was expecting price to continue pushing higher, so I closed barely any, and then it came back, and it kind of annoyed me that it didn't, and that it stopped me out. Like, I didn't, psychologically, Friday wasn't my best day. It was just, I was a bit annoyed with a couple moves that I missed, and then, so that was the first go, and then I gave it another go in here somewhere, and I was up a bit, you know, like quite a few of these trades was up like 2 to 1, 3 to 1, and then basically took nothing here, and then this one didn't do anything because I was targeting up here, but it actually stopped me out in full. Didn't have time to manage the trade, nothing. It was just that 2 1-minute candles went boom boom, stopped me out, and then pushed up. So it was an annoying day. Then I also had a trade on German 40 on the same day. Oh my god, I've already cleaned this up. Here. So price pushed down into this monthly level, and I actually got into the trade on where are we? Yeah, before London Open. So this is the same sort of move, right? They've kind of just pushed down impulsively, and when we rejected the monthly level, I got into the trade here. Then price came up, and for some reason around this, from what I remember on the London Open, sorry, the New York Open, once price had pushed up, when it started hesitating, my charts froze for a little bit, and they just weren't really reacting. So once, I'm sure something happened and it freaked me out, so I ended up taking most of my trade off, but I actually pushed close full instead of close partials, and then it just kept on going up. Oh, that's the other thing. I messed up my my lot size because I entered. I didn't set up with magic keys to enter the trade, and then I had on the one-click trading, I just had a small lot position, 0.2 or something like that, which on Pepperstone 0.2 is like opening up a 0.02 on gold. So it was actually a very, very small position, and then I've yeah. Anyway, it was just I was messed up a few times on Friday. Distracted. So was M15 was your higher time frame instead of H4? No, H4 was on gold. On gold, H4 is I'm using the H4 all the time for where I am in the charts, but in 15 minutes in this case, I had I was looking at this Frankfurt Open candle as my liquidity candle, and I was kind of disregarding the fact that this candle had already mitigated it somewhat. And then I was thinking, well, the 50% is already taken, so what I'd like to do is enter underneath this one, underneath this candle, and it reacted nicely. I was quite happy with the entry at that point, but I discounted what was happening inside of here. I was too married to my bias of bullishness for that day. Terry, what are the magic keys? I keep seeing that in the chat. Oh, it's just like if you're using MT4, MT5, it's magic keys. It's this thing. You can get a on-screen version, or you can get a physical version. So if you're using if you're using MT4, MT5, you should know how to calculate your lot sizes, and this thing can do it for you. And like if you want to close some of the trade, like I'll just push a button and it will close like half my trade, one button. So that's what is quite handy. And then sometimes I accidentally push close full, or you can set it up as a custom. So it's a cool little device. It's basically just a number pad, and each, like, you know, this would be the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equals, that kind of stuff. And it's basically just a number pad that's been assigned hotkeys that works specifically for MT4, MT5 with a script. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. So imagine like you had all your keyboard set up so you can everything's like one-click trading. Alright, so my computer was running a little bit hot, so I'm just closing some things. And we'll just create some ideas now to watch for Goldilocks. Okay, so pushing down here. Let's put these sessions on. Asian session. Looking like we're coming for the Asian low. Is this going to be one of those days that we've taken the Asian high and the Asian low? Okay, so we've got CPI tomorrow as well. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on. Last week was more of a rangy candle. Wasn't much information to really go on, so we kind of didn't really do much at all. Daily, we finished the week with this little doji candle, so it makes sense that we can look to take this low before then we can push up a little bit higher. The 4 hour looks like we've made that wick up and now we're coming back down. So what are we going to do around this Asian low? Hourly candle, no top wick, so we're just coming down. Do we have any news today? I would say sells are going to be the easier move today. Any thoughts on German 40? Took the breakfast breakout trade and closed it just now as it was stalling after the London push very close to my TP. I haven't looked at German 40 properly yet. Any deviation from US? So, interestingly, all the CPI figures got revised, and we actually had inflation rather than disinflation last month, and it's looking likely that the NFP numbers from Friday a week ago are going to be revised lower as well. Eurozone and pound, England, UK, they're talking about, they're thinking that inflation's coming down faster than they expected, so we shall see. Forex factory, only the Swiss CPI that came in. Yeah, nothing really going to happen till Tuesday. So we're taking the Asian low now. Alrighty, so are we going to break and keep on pushing lower, or we're going to stay range bound? if inflation is going higher, then rates will be higher and longer. Yeah, that should be negative driver for gold. Alrighty, so normally once the Asian session gets taken out, as in a high or low on a Monday, it gives me a fairly, no, I haven't taken anything yet, Sabbath. Normally it gives me a clear indication where I should be trading, but now we've taken the high and the low, and it's kind of indicative of that we're in this 4-hour range. So if this was a liquidity grab from the top side and starting to push down, potentially what we'd look for is a retrace to test that wick and then into the from the 50% of London to push back down. That could be a clearer read. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, I might even give gold a skip today because it's looking pretty crap actually. Let's see though. I wonder if I can take a little scalp to go long and just anticipate rangy conditions. So a little bit of liquidity here. We're clean candle down, and now we're clean candle back up to fill this bit. If we actually close back above this New York low line, I'll have to change this eventually, but if we close back above here, then I think maybe another sweep and then we can go back up. I haven't taken that data, Maron, into how many pips on average it moves when it takes any lows or highs. You mean past the low or past the high? When it hits the high low, no, I haven't taken that. I haven't got buy bottom of range with 15 pips. So you bought just here, just a few minutes ago, Armin? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'd like to see, I'd like to see something, some structural shift. But I think you can get these reactions from this area. But at the moment, like, we're just creating lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs after this initial push up from London, from Asian session. So something for me needs to close back above 1858, 1859. Or I want to see some sign of momentum running out. Or see a liquidity grab. If I can see a liquidity grab from down here, maybe I'd be interested. So we've got, if this can actually make a double bottom here and then push back up, then we know there's liquidity sitting underneath this double bottom, and I'd look for a retracement to come back down. Just going to set up my other computer. Oh yeah. No more frozen streams. See, I don't like how clean these candles are. I don't like putting anything on the buy here yet until I've got something shifting. German breaking out from that 5-minute zone. Sells. Let me have a look. The easiest trade today was pound yen, but that was an Asian session. Man, I've graffitied all over my charts. Okay. This is German 40. Nah, I couldn't get involved in German 40 because it's not at a zone of interest yet. A little bit too high for me. I'll cover pound yen in a little bit more detail, but based on the 4-hour time frame, this was a really nice buy back up to here. Let's just watch this, see what happens here on gold. Okay, can we get a liquidity grab from inside of here? I still think potential buys are above this line.
Good morning here.
Hey, actually, how are you, buddy?
Good, good. Got anything?
No, not yet. Have you taken anything here?
No, I'm waiting to see right now.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to look for the long opportunity right now.
Yeah, I want to see a liquidity grab.
Yeah, if you look at the 30-minute, you can clearly see 2 sessions lows were there.
These two.
It already taken out 2 sessions low. Also, this doji has to be taken out before price want to push to the upside. So it already taken out that thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just wanted to see how price going to react on 1 minute if I can see any opportunity for long.
Yeah.
This one as well as the bottom one is my point of interest. The bottom, the overall daily low, previous daily low.
Previous daily low?
Yeah, previous daily low. So
1852.59.
Yeah, below here. If you look at the bottom area.
Yeah, where I get the Asian low.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
So just waiting to see how price is going to react into that area. Still, we are not giving any indication to push to the upside, still dropping. So If price just simply pushing to the downside, I can just wait to price reaching into this area, and then I can take a buy.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's have a look at pound yen. Clean candles up, clean candles down, accumulation. Buy, last buy volume was across here.
Yeah, we are also reaching to that FU candle on 1 hour FU candle.
On, yeah, I can refine this a little bit more.
Yeah, so we already tap into that FU candle.
Yeah. Yeah, gold might be a little bit tough for now. I think these currencies might give us a better opportunity.
On pound yen, 1 minute we already created FU candle, attempted FU after tapping into that area.
That was the sell right there.
Yeah, here this one attempted FU candle, and this was a attempted one.
Yeah.
So we already pushing from that area, away from that area.
What time is it? 15-minute candles closing. 30 minutes can still be open. 1 hour's looking hella bullish, but we're in this zone now. Okay, so this was the entry for a sell.
Yeah.
Now that we've broken this level, we might like, this is a structure. This is another point of structure. Can we get a retrace and then push down? I might even enter on this one.
It can push to the upside if it again going to retake that attempted FU, and again close like a FU or attempted FU candle. That's a high confidence setup. We are probably going to push to the downside from there.
Yeah. Okay. I entered on a little sell here.
We still have some FUG remaining here, fair value gap. So price can tap into that FUG also.
I think that was a retest already. So I could do another retest, but I'm going to watch. Where is our sessions?
And you can hold this for longer period.
Yeah.
Like a high probability, we can even go to the even lower.
Yeah, I'm going to look at see at least here, because I'm starting to target 5-to-1 trades. At least. I'm trying to, like, if I do 5-to-1 trades, just get a couple of them without having to think more about how much more I can hold. Had to go really quick then. Let me just. I didn't.
Yeah, and yeah, if you based upon what hourly consolidation area, this is just inducing people to look for buys by this candle, because this was like a long consolidation on the left side. So if the price was just inducing people to look for the buys, then this drop going to be massive to the downside.
Yeah, it could go all the way down to the bottom.
Also, that area is also the 4-hour FU.
Yeah. Yeah, this candle here. Good work, Dar.
Yeah, this was the doji one. It already taken out by this candle. So high probability we will start pushing to the downside now.
Mm-hmm.
Based on 4-hour also looking good.
Yeah. Alrighty. So check. Oh, okay. Now gold's moving as well. I hate with this when everything's sort of happening. Okay, so gold. Haven't broken the structure yet, but clean candles down. Oh, this is pretty good. This is kind of what I was pointing out. Clean candle down, then we get the same little pattern. Oh my god. Let's see if this can hold. Push back above these levels. At the moment we've got these areas. Pounds coming back up a little bit. So I'm keeping an eye on, I can see the price at the top. So if we can form, if I miss any entries down here, still got, this is the FEG that we could fill, but if we can form something above here.
Just look at pound.
Yeah, I got it
entry.
on my other screen.
Yeah, we tapped that FEG now.
Yeah. So we've got this little, we're reacting off this area.
I just don't want to left anything behind before pushing to the downside. Oh, aggressive push. Just flip bearish now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. So if it stops me out, then that's fine. I'm not gonna let it bother me too much. Keeping my risk really low on Monday, trying to get in tune with what's going on. Oh no, it's not. It's not really wanting it, is it? Bouncing off this first structure. Oh yeah, took me out already.
Oh, spreads got you.
Spread got me.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What
good.
happened? Is it in this game?
Yeah, I mean, I only gave it 6-7 pips. That's all right. Seen this pattern work out plenty of times.
Yeah.
That was my concern, Maron. That you look at the 15-minute close bearish, but look at the 30 and the 1 hour, and they're super strong. So that's all good.
Yeah, you can still keep your eye on this one. If again you get some kind of structure from the upside area, the 50% area. This is just you can say the early sellers.
Yeah,
And we can still get a sell from that upside area.
I was one of those early sellers. Okay. This is looking like the liquidity grab.
Hello, Hayden. How are you?
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Here. Good. How was the weekend?
Very good.
Good.
Yeah.
On the gold, I was in sales, but I closed it, but missed closed earlier actually. I closed at 60. But do you see it's reversing back now, forming a support?
Yeah, yeah. This looks quite like it's dipped into this area now, and we might just stay range bound. So this is a clean candle here, and we've already seen like a little like this wick here is looking more of a rejection at the moment. So very easily we could stay in this range. Yeah. So now we've got a bit of a shift in structure on the 1 minutes as well. We haven't taken out the second structure, so above 1858 would be much nicer. But if we can do like a pullback and then start breaking these highs, I would give that a go. So like something like anything like this. Easier buys.
Yeah, that looks okay.
Easier buys would be above here. Like we can change the stop loss a little bit. But this here almost looks just like what happened to me on Friday.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yes, I'm gonna leave now, but I want to say that already make the fake out to the downside to the ASEAN low.
Yeah.
And the move is look like the the V that I talk many times, you know?
Yeah.
Ranging D here or kind of, and small range here and maybe up. Probably to that area is at least for now, the first goal to reach.
Yeah.
So just keep that in the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
makes
just
sense.
that. So guys, see you later maybe.
See you, Danny.
Have a good morning trading.
What are you up to today?
Yeah.
What are you up to today? You're busy later on?
Not good. I have to go to hospital. My grandpa is
Oh,
there.
your grandpa still. Yeah, gotcha.
All is okay, but he have to have operation, and I will take care of him.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well.
So have a nice trading session.
Yeah, make the most of your day. Got some things going on.
Yes. Okay.
All right, pal. Catch you later.
Bye.
Yeah, take care.
Wouldn't mind seeing a little resistance form around here. If we get a little resistance forming here, then breaking that, then we've got more upside. I don't want this to keep on going straight up. You know what I've been noticing lately is that it slows down when the counter trend move is happening.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it gives you so much time to think when the fast move, the impulsive move, is going to be much quicker. And like say if buys were the play, the sells, like it'll just be, unless you're in the buy quickly, it just moves away very quickly without you. But then it gives you plenty of time to look to get into sells, and then the buy just happens. I've been noticing that a bit. Come on, man. This is. Did you hold this buy? Or did it take you out first before it pushed? Look at pound now coming straight back down.
Yeah, that 50%
Yeah.
area.
4 hours about to come to a close for pound. So if this 1 hour candle is going to close, it's tough for me to want to give that another go. Based on the 15-minute, I wouldn't mind giving this another go. Not another go, sorry. A go. If it was wicking down here, I'm going to give this gold a go. To stay range bound. I'll tell you when I'm in. Where's the 1 minutes? Okay, not yet, sorry. I'm going to give it a go now. Trying to move my mouse onto the other computer. Gosh, gotta get used to this.
Did you install your Magic on the another computer?
I did. It's just sometimes I'm used to like moving the mouse. So I was trying to move it to the side.
Okay, that's mean the streaming is working fine.
Yeah, it should be fine now. Okay, just in case it does take out this area.
Yeah,
So it's a little bit of a wider stop. It's 10 pips, 12 pips. It's alright.
I can give it a try if the price this 1 minute candle flip bullish.
Yeah, could have waited for a little doji and then underneath the doji.
Now this already got retested here.
Yeah.
Okay, so it makes sense to price to push to the upside now.
I'll remove this, it's just annoying. Okay, so if this can be like a little doji again, and then take out the low and then push up, that'd be a good sign.
Yeah. Still waiting for that, not entered yet. Okay, take out the doji low now and start flipping bullish. We also retested that imbalance remaining. No wick candle. No, this no wick one.
Oh, you're creating
Already
that. You're calling that an imbalance, that candle, when it's got no wick.
No. Just that retesting to that no wick.
Gotcha.
All right. Now we already taken at that doji low. Now price has to push to the upside or closing bullish one.
Yeah. I think we need to get our pitches up now.
1 minute. Again, close doji. Now price don't have to break this doji low. It is not necessary. Oh, we already broke. Now again push to the upside again.
Yeah. Come on.
Once it start breaking that previous candle high here, we are ready to push to the upside. Five-minute LC about to close in 10 seconds. So this is the time. Just push.
Yeah.
Push to the upside.
It's doing a 30-minute wick fill. Just keep risk low on the Mondays. Everyone, just try get in sync with the market, with what it's doing, because Mondays it can be tough. Sometimes once we understand where the market's moving for the new week, it gets a bit easier. But never go too hard on a Monday. Yeah, nice.
Nice. I'm also in after breaking that doji high here.
You got an up down here?
Yeah, that doji high.
Yeah, cool. All right, boy, let's push. What else can we use here? Where's our snake?
Now we discover new thing. Alligator in the.
Oh yeah, in the bush.
Yeah, alligator in the river now.
It's hard. It's hard to say alligator in the river. We just need to get above. We need to start clearing this area. See if the strong man can do his job. Come on, don't do it. Keep on pushing.
This is again high confluence setup. Why? Because the previous price here, this was the attempted one. At the FU candle. Then this after retesting to that area, this is candle again close. Attempted one. So high probability we will start pushing to the upside.
How many times are you going to retest? Where's my stop loss for the buys? Mine is 54.5. S1 on pivot, Meron. Oh, yeah. Kind of looks messy because it's on the 1 minute charts, like how wide this stop loss is, but it's only 10 pips, 11 pips. When we're looking at, if I'm targeting back to the Asian high. So if we put some perspective into it, it's like that. So it's not too out of the question. I don't mind. Well, I don't really want to take an L on it, but I don't mind giving it a shot. If it just slowly starts drifting away up, I'd be fine with that too. I don't really like seeing these really strong impulsive moves up, because to me that means like it could be a bit of a fake false move, get people interested in going for buys and getting bad entries. So if it can sort of just slowly make its way back up, then it can start to accelerate later on. Kind of like well, I see the sticker that Noel always puts in. Let me just find it. This. So see how like it slowly drifts away, and then we'll get some like little red candles in, say here, and this is where people will close prematurely, and then you'll close, and then we'll take off. So that's what I'm kind of wanting to see, it like slowly drift away, and then just give you heaps of time to think about little retracements, because people would not be able to, if you're in early, you might not be able to deal with that retracement, and you'll panic and close early. Ivan saying, man, look at that wick on German 40. Is it on TradingView? Does it make sense to clear the Asian low Friday first, then push up? It could, Maron. Oh, a glitch on there, is it? I see what you're talking about, Ivan. It could, Maron, keep on going down, but maybe it's leaving that liquidity there for New York session. So this would just be like a London Open trade. We get into that 10 a.m. UK time. That like it could push down and make another low. But it's also in that time that we can do that 50% London pullback too. Let me just remove this, remove this, remove this. Let's watch this on the 15 minutes. Ideally, it's just a retest of this candle. It's just nervous because it's so, like, my entry wasn't the greatest entry, and because it's still near like these lows, like it's quite nervous when you first get into the trade, because you want to get that you want that separation away from your entry before you can start to feel comfortable. Above 1858 would be a potential scale in. If we're starting to create structure above here, then you'd say like this is the triangle that we're starting to try visualize, and that if we can have got in somewhere near the bottom of that triangle, then and we're starting to come back above these levels, then we know quite like it's, you know, this would be a high potential area if you want to add in to your trade. And if you're scaling in any position up here, it's also the first one you close. Glenn's in from near the Euro high. Oh wow, nice. What's pound doing? Pound's just sort of sitting at this level. German 40. So did it push up a little bit? No, Not quite. Oh, it's actually. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Gold's got my focus now. Oh, there's 5-minute structure on those clean candles, was there? Inside of it. You're right. Oh no, it's getting close. This is the time for it to flip. It's looking like it's going to just do a quick one. I want, yeah. Man. That's what I was thinking was going to happen. Fire out. The way I was hesitating here, it looked like it was literally just going to take me and then run.
Yeah, same here. I got stopped out on that one. Yeah, Monday freak.
Yeah. These brokers
Yeah,
have
same.
been a bit dodgy lately. That's only
Yeah,
I'm
same.
only complaining when I'm losing. Like when
No,
I'm
IC market also no, for null same problem happened with the IC market. They are frozen.
yeah, like I'm only complaining because I can see that I got slipped 3 pips below price. If this was a winning trade, I wouldn't be complaining. So it's only like it's just because on Friday was a bit of a dud day, and then this morning not a good start. So I'm a little bit pissy at it, but it's last 3 times M5 bullish have no wicks. Does this mean anything? Last 3 M5 bullish. You think it should retest before going up? I
It
think with
should
this,
not retest. It already
Just-
tapped
it's already done the retest a
order
few
block.
times.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
tapped the
just
order
push.
block also.
Yeah, it just needs.
Do you have a top wick on your terminal in this candle?
Which one? I'm looking at 30-minute.
Hmm.